But, there's other things. So when we start talking about the 8 points of fit, oh, here, I can't handle all of this. I got to handle all of this. So this, and I loved it because Libby actually, she was the one who kind of really got my brain thinking because we did a poll together, and she's like, there's 8 points of fit. We have a differentiated product that has 360 degrees of stretch. Okay, or you know what, do you get hot? Like, dude, I've been having like hot flashes since I was in 4th grade. Oh, well, so this is moisture wicking, so there's a point there. I hate my back fat. Anybody else hates their back fat? I feel like I'm gonna fly off and have angel wings. Hate that. We're not even talking about your breasts yet. I love Jamie Bizarre because she's talking about, do you like a firm hug or a gentle hug? Well, I don't know, what's that? Well, so, come here, Kathleen, let me just say, when you so like I'll ask, do you like a firm hug or a gentle hug? You shake their hand. It's like, oh, you like that? That's like shaking a wet, like a fish. But I'm not going to point to one like that. Okay, so a firm hug is this. So like when you qualify and quantify, you use examples. If you're at the party, right? Because they don't know that what they're, so when Jamie's talking about asking about, what their experience is, it helps us kind of get into that area. 8 additional performance benefits. We didn't even talk about losing their bra. Maybe somebody likes their bra, but they don't like their underwire. So that's the thing is, and if you start thinking about it in terms of it's 8 qualifying, quantitative reasons why our product is differentiated, it's proprietary like nothing else, wow. I could breathe a little lighter. It's like, okay, it's a $80 product. Well, geez, that's like 10, what? That's $10. $10 and I don't ever have to have, back fat. I don't have to have side boob. So it's like, but I don't want to try to gear her to something that's not what she's interested in. So what I like to talk about, again, I think about pain points. For me, a pain point was like going in and asking a woman, hey, what size of bra? Well, she would tell me whatever her size of bra is. And I was like, I had like 3 sizes. They're either a 38C, a 36 double D. Like millions of women, they tell you like 3 bra sizes, right? Mm-hmm. And as a new stylist for me, I was like, I don't want to get into a combative argument because you got that girl at the party and she's like, I just didn't want to fit in and I spent all these got Victoria's Secret, and she's going on all night. Okay. Well, curiously enough, I'm just going to information gather. Because it's going to go back to just having, let's qualify and quantify. I'm not going to argue with her. I'm just going to say, with your permission, I'm going to ask you if I can measure you at your anchor point or rib cage. Okay? So I'll just do something like this. I'll be like, okay, Kathleen, last time you bought a bra, what size did you get? 4 years ago. 38, let's go 38B, 38D. Okay, yeah, D. Because again, maybe she's in your scrub, and maybe you've helped a woman, and she's telling you a D, but then you find out she has like 7 inches of padding within that D, right? So curiously enough, I'm going to ask permission to measure you at your rib cage or anchor point. It may or may not be the same, band size, because remember, this is the girl that just told me she was professionally fitted. Yeah. So I'm going to come over here and I say, this is an interesting thing. As humans, I used to say as women, but men too, as humans, there's one thing that's kind of cool. You can lose and gain about 100 pounds, and guess what? The measurement doesn't change. Your rib cage or your sternum is. So I'm going to ask permission to measure you pretty tight. And, so she might tell me she's a 38. I've had girls tell me that they're a 38 and I measure them and they're a 32. I've had girls that tell me they're a 38 and I measure them and they're a 42. So I'm like, okay, so if all of a sudden I'm measuring, so for curiosity purposes, you tell me that you're a 38, but let's just say for you, that I measure, I'm like, you got a little tiny rib cage, girlfriend, you're actually a 34 or 34 and a half or 35, right? So if all of a sudden, so then I'm going to to ask for permission on a couple of things because we're going to qualify and quantify what this thing is actually doing. As women, this is what's so cool. I'm going to ask for permission to measure you at your situation. everybody's situation's a little different. I've had 3 C-sections. I love me drinking some margaritas and eating too many like moon pies or whatever I'm in the mood for. My situation is right around here. So with your permission, I'm going to come to the side and I'm going to measure here, okay? And ladies, I don't get like real tight here, you know. I ask her to help me. We kind of just measure it. And they're like, no, I don't want to look. I'm like, dude, I'm not even going to tell you. I'm just going to like write it down, okay? Now, again, we talk about pain points. As a new stylist, I had a tape measure and I did a party, and guess what? I was like, helped a lady and it didn't go all the way around her. Big deal. That's nothing. I mean, so what I try to say is like, you can't shock me. You know, I'm going to ask you later on to try it on. If you're wearing it, you're great. If you're not, great. So I sort of throw it out there. Like, there's nothing you can, like, I want us to be like, you know, buds. Like, dude, we're all, you know, so I always make sure I have a long tape. All right? You know, we can get girls in between because you know what? This is the thing is, then when I ask her, and I'll, you know, so I'll talk to her about a you know, firm hug or a gentle hug, okay? And, you know, what she's wanting, and like a hug, so I'm like, okay, when I'm talking about hug, I'm talking about all of this and all of this. See, this is the thing is we have this differentiated product, and what's so incredible, it's like mind-blowing, is I can tell you, I just had a couple sisters over here that did, and between the 2 of them, they lost 7 inches off of their situation. So that's what I do. So we've got the before and after. I've written down the anchor point for information gathering. I've written down what they're telling me is the size. So because like, let's say they're that girl that is actually a 42 rib cage, but she tells me she's a 38C. Okay? So I'm going to say this is, you know, because our product is unique, it's proprietary, and it's unlike anything that's out there on the marketplace. That is why I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna suggest that we do a different thing. See, it's like there's no awkwardness. Then we get her into the product, and she goes ahead, and she's gonna say, okay, you know, you saw some different ways. I loved Kim was showing different ways to try it on. This is the thing. I said, we have this incredible product, and it actually has, you know, the silicone is gonna stay against your skin. Now, I know the picture in the catalog shows that it goes over it, but I'm going to tell you this. When I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I don't fall into bed until 11 o'clock at night, I have to use the restroom, like, a lot. And so I don't have to, like, lift up my cami every time I pull down my panty, okay? So what I suggest is I'm going to say what I'd like you to do is actually, you're naked as a jaybird. It's the first thing that goes on, and it's the last thing that comes off. And because it literally feels like a second skin, dude, you're gonna like love this, okay? So then I'll do different things, we'll, you know, and I'll show them, you're gonna step into it. You're naked as a jaybird. Remember, first thing that goes on, last thing that comes off. Make sure your boobies are out front if you turn it inside out, right? Because I've had women that come out and they're like, oh, I feel a little fat. But it's so more comfortable than my bra. And I look at them, I'm like,
boobies are on your back.
Oh, you know what? You're gonna love it when you put your boobies out front. Like put your knees in the pocket, rock on, I love that, okay? But again, there's like nothing that startles me or shocks me, right? And then the other part of it too is like when we're talking about, now for me, I was like, bomb diggity, I can take 4 inches off of my situation, I'm not ever gonna do anything but a full support. Well, then I was like, wait, open up your mind. So I love that Jamie Mazar is already talking about this. This is the thing is, as women, we have crazy lives that we do minimal, you know, amazing things. I came from Wichita, Kansas. It was 110. You know, it's moisture wicking. It's like, so sometimes you want a firm hug or a gentle hug. Sometimes, like that dimiette